Hold on.
There it goes.
All right. Now we live, guys. We all welcome to the Real Gamers Podcast, and I sure appreciate y'all for joining me today. I just want to get into a few things today, and I'm gonna try not to, go as long as I did last time. So I'm gonna try to probably do about an hour and a half. And since there's only four of us right now, we should all get our little points out, and instead of having like 10, 15 people on the podcast, trying to overtalk one another. But yeah, I guess let's go ahead and start with you, Dave. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
This is Dave's Had Enough 187. Glad to be a part of the podcast and just ready to get going.
All right, I sure appreciate you, Dave. And then Mr. J, why don't you go and introduce yourself?
What's up, everybody? It's Jay from the Game Cafe. Thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to a good podcast tonight.
Man, I sure appreciate you joining me. This is your first time joining me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. I sure appreciate you. And Mr. King, you know what? Can I just call you Day Day for short, man?
Yeah, go ahead, dude.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's King DDD91. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, I sure appreciate you, man. And last but not least, go ahead and introduce yourself, Mr. Nick.
That's Nick from St. Illuminated Entertainment. Oh, I got it. Nice to be
It's
here.
all good. You still there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, welcome everybody to a Real Gamers Podcast. We ain't no bias. We talk about everything because we just love gaming in general, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo. We don't show no hatred towards no console because at the end of the day, we are all gamers, real gamers. And I guess the first topic I want to talk about today is the PlayStation subscription that, it's a lot of mixed feelings, towards it. And, we all got our own opinions. And, me, I got my mix of, I don't know, man. I thought about it, and I'm like, just thinking about the price. You could either pay between $180 to $240 a year probably for some of those, probably most of those games you're not going to play. Of course, they got the big titles like Uncharted, they and they got another big titles, but like I'm saying, like I said, we all got our own opinions, and let's go ahead and start with you, Dave. What you think about that new PlayStation subscription, man?
The more I see about it, I don't think it's bad. It's something that everybody's been wanting, backwards capability. It's all they cry about. And this is it. That's how Sony's going to give it to you. But I think they have more plans. I really think that this is the beta for PlayStation 5. I think PlayStation 5 is going to be a streaming device that's going to be like your PlayStation TV. You're going to buy a box, and they're going to stream you PlayStation 5, and this is all a beta. But for right now, it's pretty much your backwards capability. Right now, they only got PS3 games, but you got 100-plus games. You don't have to buy it every month. Say a month you have nothing to play, and you missed a lot of PlayStation games like I did on PS3 because I was an Xbox dude last generation and the previous generation. And I missed out on a lot of them games, so if I have nothing to play, I'll just throw $20 on a fucking card, get that, and play some games for a month. A lot of people are comparing this to GameFly, and I don't see how you can compare it to GameFly because it's a streaming service, and GameFly is giving you a physical copy.
By mail.
But if you're going to compare it to GameFly, you can get more games out of this than GameFly, because in all reality, if you take out one game a month to GameFly, you're only going to get about... And if you play each game a week, which normally takes most people to beat a game or whatever, some people can do it in 3 days, you'll get 4 games out of that 1 month. You can't do that with PlayStation Now. You can get... If you don't like a game, you just get another one and play. And GameFly... how long does it take to get a fucking game back sometimes? Like, sometimes. But I think as time goes on, it's good for PlayStation Now is good for people that missed out on a lot of them games. If you have a PS3, it's not a good thing for you. I don't think. I think it'll be better when they add the PS2 and PS1 game. That's my take on the whole thing.
If they had all that, then I would be glad to get that. I understand. You make some valid points on that.
One thing I want to add before I'll let you all get your thing. Just one thing I want to add, and I've been hearing a lot of people saying this. People are out their fucking minds if they think that they're gonna go through all them games on when they add the PS2 and PS1 games and add trophies. Do you know how much work that would be just to add fucking trophies to all
Yeah,
them
that's
games?
a lot of shit, dude.
Those games never had trophies, never will. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna go through all that, man. Yeah, you made some strong ballots, man. Some points about that, because I didn't have a PS3. I had a 360 that generation. I had the Wii and the 360 that generation. I never played Uncharted before. I never played The Last of Us. I missed out on games like that, and I missed out on God of War. I missed out on that, and I would say I missed out on PlayStation All Stars, but I heard so much bad shit about that. I don't even want to bring that up. But yeah, I understand. I understand exactly what you say, man. I guess since you said that, you might just have me just think twice about it. But what about you, Mr. J? How do you feel about it?
Well, actually, I agree with Dave on most of his points. See, I had all three systems last gen, so I'm not really keen on the subscription service right now. But I do think it is a beta for what they're planning on doing in the future. I really do think it's a beta. But if it was me doing it, I think I probably wouldn't start with PS3, not with like 100 games from PS3. I think I would start with, PS1, PS2, because it is basically their version of backward compatibility, because they don't have any backward compatibility on their PlayStation 4. So, I mean, the way I see it is they're going to use this as, like I said, as a test ground, but also to say, okay, we have backward compatibility, here it is. And it could work out, but for me, it's not something that I'm going to rush out and get. I'm going to have to wait and see how it works, because I'm not 100%
See what kind of games
sold
they
on
got
it.
on there? Try to see
Yeah,
what kind
I'm
of
not
games they got on
100% sold. Yeah, because I'm just not sold on it yet. And
Okay.
and I'm just not sold on it 100% yet. So I gotta see some more of what they plan on doing. Like if they start talking about PS2 and PS1, then yeah. But as right now with the PS3, I'm just not interested if that's what they're doing right now.
I understand. PlayStation. I missed that. I didn't have a PS2 neither, man. I've been ever since the Xbox came out. I've been nothing but Xbox and Nintendo. And like I said a long time ago, if Sony bring back those old franchises like Crash Bandicoot, stuff like that, and Twisted Metal, man, I would buy it in a heartbeat. The reason why I want to get a PS4 now is because of Mortal Kombat. Not Mortal Kombat. It's because of Street Fighter 5. So since I'm sold on it now, since they announced it, and with the like I said with the subscription, I had mixed feelings about it. But yeah, would I get it one day? Maybe. But I'm not gonna rush out and get it. That's just my opinion. But like I said,
7-day free trial to try it.
oh, it is.
Yeah. So it's not like
Okay.
you spend $20 to try it. They're giving you 7 days free.
Okay, cool. I'll sure check it out before I make a decision. If I actually want to invest my money into it. But what about you, Mr. DD91? How you feel about it?
Well, for me, I like the concept about it because, like Dave said, it's their way of backwards compatibility.
Uh,
The only thing that gets me is that price, though. Like for a year, that's out of hand right there for me.
yeah.
Like, say if you take Xbox, like Microsoft decides to do their kind of stream service for what have you, like backwards compatibility or something like that, and pretty much PlayStation leave themselves wide open to Microsoft doing a better stream service but at a better price.
Yeah.
Like say Netflix price, like $9, $10 a month. You gotta look at that. You gotta look at it that way too.
Okay. I got you. You finished with your are you finished with your what I'm trying to say? Are you finished with it, Day?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. What about you, Mr. Nick? Well, what's your thoughts about the whole subscription service? Do you like it, or do you got mixed feelings about it, or maybe not? You there,
Well,
Nick?
me personally,
Okay.
sorry, I kind of cutting out, so I'm not. But anyway, Basically, I could actually just care less about the service. I mean, I already have a PS3 and a PS2, and if I really feel like playing those older games I missed out on, I'm willing to actually go out and look for them, buy them physically, whether I get them off of eBay or find them in game stores or anything like that. Nope.
Oh, okay. You still there?
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounded like I was, losing you a little bit. Now, what you were saying?
No, I was saying that basically, I really don't see that big of a need for the service, at least on my end, because if I wanted to play the older games, I would actually still look for them, like on physical discs, either online or go to the game stores and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So I don't really see a reason to get.
So he's just not gonna jump out the gate and just get it as soon as it comes out.
Yeah.
I got you.
I mean,
No,
sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was even if I eventually do get a PS4 again, I probably still wouldn't get it. Like I just go forward and get like a PS4 game. Go ahead.
All right.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Let's just flip the script here. What if Nintendo was offering a service like this where you can play any NES, Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube game, stream it whenever you want? Same thing with Xbox. Would you guys jump on that?
If they, just like you said a while ago, if they can get PS1, PS2 games on there, then yeah, I would jump on that quickly. And if Nintendo would get the GameCube, which I, missed out on, and of course, with the Wii, we already know that the Wii U is backwards compatible with, with the Wii. Or the Wii U is backwards compatible with the Wii. And if they could get the N64, then yeah, that'd be really nice. I would love to jump on that.
They offered a service of streaming where you could stream any one of their games at any time for $20.
That'd probably not be a bad deal. No, don't get me wrong. The PlayStation subscription service. Oh, it sound legit. But I saw some of those games on there. I was like, what the hell's a blob? What's a blob 2? Like games like that. They got games that nobody don't want to play. Like game. Like some games I never even heard about before. It's like they got some indie games.
On there. There's no multiplayer games on there.
Yeah.
Not many.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, they got a few games that does appeal to me that I missed out on. But when they say 100 games, I was like, man, maybe they got like a whole bunch of blockbuster games that came out last gen. But they got like a few of them and a handful of them, and the rest of them like probably indie games or some small budget games. But like I said, whenever I get my PS4, I will try the subscription. I'm gonna try it for free for 7 days, and if I do like it, don't get me wrong, I will pay it. I will pay the money. I will. And that's probably why at first whenever they came out, the PS4 came out and the Xbox One, I was like, why they not backwards compatible? Just like with the Wii U, it's backwards compatible, but not the Xbox One and the PS4. So that right there kind of answered my question when they announced that service, that subscription service. And I'm pretty sure Microsoft could probably come out with an announcement with the same thing the PlayStation doing. So it's just a matter of time whenever they announce a subscription service about playing some older games, that we've missed out on the 360 or possibly on the regular or the original Xbox.
Well, that's what's good about this. It will make Microsoft have to do something. This puts Microsoft in a position to do something like that with backwards capability. They'll have to do it.
Well, there is one thing we're actually forgetting here. With the streaming service, the only problem that I see is I'm pretty sure we all live in like cities or near cities where they have like a stable, good you have good internet connections there. But a lot of places, and just looking at the U.S. itself, let's say a place like rural Iowa or the backwoods of like Georgia, Alabama, you still got people that game out there, but their internet ain't nowhere near good enough.
How many people use Netflix, man? I mean, come on.
Huh?
Let's get real here. Let's get real.
You'd be surprised.
When people say that, like, how many of you use Netflix?
I don't use it.
I use Netflix, but and I'm glad you brought up Netflix. I actually do use Netflix, and from time to time, going Wi-Fi because I have to use Wi-Fi because all my ports are taken up. You know, sometimes it you know buffers has to load. You know, things like that halfway through a movie. So I mean, it just depends. And I think that's one of the main reasons why a lot of people got mad with the whole Xbox One always online thing calling back home. One of the main reasons was because look, just in the United States alone, internet speeds are not consistent.
Yeah.
I got
You have some places up and down. I mean, and that's all I'm saying. But
I don't think you need much internet to run this, though. I think that's what RXL was saying. It's not really that much to run that of bandwidth. Because I have, and
I don't know. I was saying, like, I don't know, like, what the bandwidth thing is or anything like that because I haven't seen anything on. I don't know if they said or not. So.
Yeah, RXL did a video about it, saying you don't need much bandwidth to do this. I mean, that's all stuff that they're going to have to perfect. It's new. It's going to have problems, but I'm just saying it's not that bad as everybody thinks it is. It could be a good thing, but I think it's definitely going to be the future. That if this takes off, you're going to see the next one doing it and the next one doing it. It's going to start.
Yeah, you're right on that. It is because a lot of people is going to buy it. Even though if it's a good service or a crappy service, people going to buy it. Just like the Assassin's Creed Unity, people still bought it, right?
Everybody still bought. It's like remastered games. Everybody bitches about them, but they buy them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a bunch of hypocrites, dude.
That is very true.
They bitch about Assassin's Creed, they still bought it. They bitch about the Master Chief Collection, they still bought it. It's just hypocrisy going on around here. What the fuck, man?
I was like one of the few patient ones for Master Chief Collection. I just played the campaign for like a month, and then I got multiplayer back with the patches and whatnot.
There's just too many damn patches. It's day one patches, day one DLC, patches, DLC. The fuck? Before you even put DLC out, why don't you freaking fix the game first?
The game first, yeah. Yeah, that is true. That's why I'm like, I never understood why people do that. All the complaining, because you're gonna play it anyway. My thing is play the game first and then just see what you like after you play it. That's always been my thing. Like if you play it, then see what you can tell people about it. Don't hate and you don't even have the game.
Yeah, they over there, bitching and moaning, griping as they putting their card information on the game.
Yeah.
The hell? I guess before we move on from that, is there anything else before we move on to the next subject? Do a little recap before we head on to the next subject.
I'm good.
You good? Okay, it seems that actually all of us are Nintendo guys. Yeah, so I guess I had some other stuff I want to talk about since we all mostly Nintendo. I'm gonna do a little bit more Nintendo stuff on her, but before I get into that, I want to talk again about this Xbox One pricing, man. Like seriously, I know I talked about it last time on my podcast, but seriously, man, why put the Xbox One price back up to $400 right next to your competitors that got a lot more power? I want to talk about that. What you think about that, Dave, man?
I've heard a lot of different things about this, like people's opinions, and somebody made a good opinion about it. I forgot who it was, but they said, Xbox One, Microsoft, they can't keep losing money. Them dropping the price in this console, they're taking a big loss. I always thought, when companies done this, like PlayStation 3, when they, dropped their price on that Sony, you get it back in the hardware or software. You might have to put money into something to make money.
Oh, hold on, Dave. You're kind of cutting off.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Hold on, maybe that's what's going on. Let somebody else go on it, and then I'll go on it next.
All right, what about you, Mr. J? How you feel about it?
Well, I kind of knew they were going to do it, and like Dave was saying, it's one of them situations where they were losing money. Like they did it for the holiday season, which is actually smart. Because that's when a lot of the buy-in takes place anyway. So it was smart. It was smart from a business standpoint. But the thing is, it was costing them money. So it's one of those things. It's one of those kind of like I guess you say damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because you got to put the price back up at some point. So
Yeah.
it was one of them situations. I mean, that's why they kept advertising. People telling them like, look, it's $349 for this point in time. So if you're gonna get it, you better get it. They kept.
Yeah, that's
I'll
true.
give it to Microsoft. They kept saying on all them advertisements, they kept saying for a limited time, and they gave people the dates where you can see it. So I mean, hopefully people was able to cop one when they could, or they just got to wait till income tax season.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning on getting my PS4. Yeah, they was warned though. They was warned, man. A lot of people they're gonna argue and fuss about this mysterious Super Sin like powers that the Xbox is somewhat is getting. And I guess they want to argue about that since they're getting this newfound power that it can actually match their competitors, the PS4. Then they're gonna say it's worth it's worth the $400 right next to PS4. And of course they're gonna argue about it's a media station, it has more apps than the PS4. So it's gonna have the comparisons and all that. So that's why I don't know. That's why I'm asking y'all, because I'm thinking about that. Maybe it has something to do with this newfound power it's supposed to have. So I don't know. What about you? What about you, Day Day? 91.
Well, for me, I pretty much said this already. I got all three, so I don't have anything to worry about. But from a business standpoint, when they dropped the price, it was actually a good move. I admit to that. Raising the price, yeah, kind of iffy on that. I don't know why they would do that, but it's like Jay said, limited time thing. So everybody had to jump on it. So
I got you. What about you, Mr. Nick? What do you feel about it?
Well, I think if they're gonna end up putting the price back up to what it originally was, and same with PS4, if they can't win the power argument, they really need to show that there's something. What do they have to offer over PS4? Which I'm gonna have to say, like the online servers, which is still gonna be kind of superior to that. And I don't know, maybe throw in a couple of games with it too. They say, look, here's some games you can get on Xbox and stuff like that. Sit there and try to give people a reason as to why you're paying that much now. I mean, after all, like I said before, I already got mine at the lower price, so I really don't care if they can switch it or not. But going forward, if they want to keep those sales going, keep the audience, that's what they should do. Prove what they do better than their competition.
I gotcha. Guys, seem like we got us another newcomer. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
What's up, everyone? It's Video Game Over 58 here.
Hold on.
Yeah, get my real gamer. I'm here.
Okay, what's going on, man? Hey. All right. I know we had our differences in Video 58. Like, I know you used to troll my channel, but if you're gonna start some of my podcasts, I'm gonna have to cut you off. But if you could be respectful, then I could keep you here.
Okay.
All right, man. Let's be respectful, man. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go and keep you up to speed of what's been going on, man. Like we was talking about the subscription service, with the PlayStation. It's between $180 to $240 a year. And of course, the second thing we talked about was the Xbox One price going back up to $400. And why don't you give me your perspective? What idea for Microsoft to raise the price back up, and do you think it's a good idea for PlayStation to have the service? What do you think about
it? I don't really know.
You don't really know?
Maybe just lower it, I guess. Or whatever. They should just lower it, I guess.
They should just lower it?
Lowered it. Lowered the price, I think. Yeah.
Okay. What about the PlayStation?
Well, that's what I just said. Oh, I thought you were talking about the PlayStation service. Well, I think they should just lower it.
You're talking about lower the PlayStation service and lower the Xbox One prices too?
Just by a little bit.
Just by a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I guess. I'll stop at you, Nick. I guess before we move on from with the Xbox One situation, is there anything else anybody want to talk about before we get into something else?
Nope.
Y'all good?
I'm good.
All right. I guess it seems like all of us are Nintendo guys, and it seems like every time I hear more things about Devil's Third, I get more excited. Ever since the game was mentioned at E3 last year, whenever they showed the gameplay, everybody was calling it trash, like a PS2, with the graphics and all that. And I guess whenever they showcased the multiplayer, a lot of people got excited because was it looks not. They basically said that they made a lot of improvements to the game, especially with the graphics and everything. And I ain't trying to be no graphics or but if the game is beautiful with the graphics and the gameplay is really good, I'm fine with it. So Dave, I know you are excited about Devil's Third. How do you feel about Devil's Third, man? What do you think it's gonna? Do you think it's gonna be a masterpiece like Bayonetta 2?
Can you hear me? Is my volume work?
No, you're good. You're good.
Looking forward to the most out of any game that's coming, because they've been working on this game for years, and it's gonna have 10 or more different multiplayer, online multiplayer modes. The story looks excellent. It's all blood cuts like everybody wants on the Wii U. It was made for the PS3 and Xbox 360, but they lost. It's
Seems like I'm
one.
losing you again, Dave. I'm losing you again. Are you on your laptop or are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now, Dave? It seems like I think he just hung up, so he should be back in a minute. So what about you, Jay? I guess before we get back to Dave, what about you, Jay? How do you feel about the Devil's Third announcement with the graphics being a lot better and everything? What do you feel about it?
I'm actually looking forward to it. It's one of the games I'm actually looking forward to this year. I think it's probably gonna be I think it's gonna probably be crazy because it is an Itagaki game, Tomonobu Itagaki, and he's known for doing some crazy stuff. But I think it's gonna be a masterpiece as well because the guy's work pretty much speaks for itself. I mean, Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2. I mean, the work speaks for itself. So as far as the action game's concerned, I'm actually looking forward to it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hey, did he do the Razor's Edge? Was he a part of that project?
He wasn't
Yeah.
a part. He was and he wasn't. I think that by that time he was gone. It was 1 and 2 that he did.
Oh,
That I know for
okay.
a fact that he
Because
was
that
on.
game, I like that game. It was pretty much underrated. That was a really good game.
Yeah, I still got it in my collection. It's in my library right now.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah, I love that game.
It's hard as hell, ain't it?
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's
Man,
worth it
I had
though.
to. It is, man. I had to beat that game on easy. It was not easy, dude. So, hey, Dave, you back with us?
You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you right now.
Oh no, that's one of my most anticipated games. They've worked on it for a long time. I just something I've been really looking forward to for the Wii U. I think it'll be better than Bayonetta 2. I think.
Whoa, really? That
Yep.
was
It's going to be a really good game, and it's a game that actually might get people on a Wii U that didn't get one because it goes from first person to third person mode. Like you can switch it up just like that. Like this game's going to be badass.
Yeah. I really do like the style of first person to third person, and the multiplayer. That's what everybody's talking about. Everybody bought majority of the people these days buy video games just for the multiplayer. Am I right? It's all about the online these days.
Most
People don't really play campaigns no more, to be honest.
not like they used to.
Yeah. What about you, DD91?
Personally, I like the game. I think it's going to be badass. What's funny is every time I see a video for it, something tells me that it's Nintendo's answer to Metal Gear Solid. That's what I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's their answer to Metal Gear.
Yeah. That's a, Metal Gear. That's a good game, man. So you think they can I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, I
I
think it'll
love
come. I
Metal
think it'll
Gear.
come close. I'm not saying it's going to be better than Metal Gear, but I think it'll come close.
All right, all right. What about you, Mr. Video Gamer?
I don't really am not care for this game.
Oh, you don't care for it? All right. What about you, Nick?
I'm definitely looking forward to it. I mean, honestly, I don't think it's gonna sell that well, but that's not gonna stop me from buying it because I just think it's like one of those games. I love games like this because it's got that quirky, ridiculous element to it. Like I said, I
Yeah.
love like No More Heroes 1 and 2. It kind of reminds me of those games, just with more gunplay. But no, I'm definitely looking forward to this game and day one purchase or near day one purchase for me when I buy it. So yeah, I'm definitely looking for this game. I want to play it. I want to get it. It looks great to me.
Oh, I got you, man. That's a day one person for me. I've been really excited for that game. Hey, everybody, man, I want to apologize for that mess, man. I know y'all was getting irritated with that guy, man. I had to get rid of him because he's been trolling me for a long time. Like he had to basically be somebody else just to trying to get a hold of us.
Yeah, I've seen people do that shit. They've done it to me. They've acted like other people and joined my podcast, and I was like, well, how the fuck you get in here? You know?
You saw me. I tried to give him a chance. I tried.
Yeah,
I tried, but
I have a lot of respect for him. He's never done nothing to me, but I know it seemed like he was trying to fuck with you.
no, he does that for I don't know how long. He been doing that to me for a long time, dude. It got to a point I had to block and ban him. You know, and I didn't know I didn't know when you ban people from YouTube that you got to ban them from Google Plus because he was still trolling me. I was like, I could have sworn I banned this guy, so I had to go on Google Plus and block him again. But you know what? I'm not gonna let him spoil our party, man. But yeah, I guess moving on from that, like, well, I guess from my perspective about the Devil Star, yeah, man, it looks like a great game, man. You know, I'm pretty sure, you know, yeah, you already know when Nintendo games like when they first showcase the games, they don't look as well. But whenever it gets close to release date, it looks a lot better, be a lot polished. Remember how Rewards came out? It didn't look all that well, and all of a sudden when they showed the Nintendo Direct, and it started to look a lot better than what they showcased. So,
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
so that's how they showed. That's how I feel. You know, whenever they showed the Devil's Third at E3, I was like, okay, this game probably might come out another year and a half now, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be polished. Cause remember, that was basically a PS3/360 version that they showed us. You know, what they was playing at E3, and yeah, but switching to first person to third person,
A
you
lot
know,
of
not too many.
people don't know about the Devil's Third. Like I just filled some Sony dudes in on it, and they seen it, and they loved it what they saw, and it's gonna be a great game. I mean, I think that'll be Nintendo's like game's answer to a lot of problems this year. You know, I think it'll be good.
Oh yeah, man, I'm real excited for that game, man. Real excited, man. I'm really more excited for that multiplayer, man. Sure, I'm pretty sure all y'all gonna get it. So yeah, we all should hop up on that multiplayer, man. I'm really excited for that game.
I'm really
But
curious if they're gonna put voice acting.
uh, whoa, really? I'll be surprised if they actually do that, man. I'll be more excited for that, man.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of figured they probably will, just like it was in what it was it Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate when
Yeah.
Capcom put it in. It'll probably be like that. So I mean, because you can put it you can put a headset straight into the gamepad. So to me that's heaven.
Hell yeah. I'm thinking about getting one of those headsets, but they're kind of expensive, man. The things cost like if you want to get a good one, you gotta pay between $150 to $200 just to get a really good one, man. Because
Yeah,
Kind of cheaper than that. I mean, you
Yeah.
can use other headsets to the Wii U that are fairly decent. I use my Sony Go wireless headset for my PS4, and that works.
somebody bought I guess my coworker, she said she bought her son a refurbished headset for $70, and that thing wasn't worth the shit.
Well, I'll
So,
say one
yeah.
thing though, and I'm honest when I say this. With Smash Brothers, I used that lobby chat. Oh man, you had to talk to your microphone for your gamepad? That sounds like a broken fucking speaker. They might as well not even put that shit in that game.
Very true. That is very true.
I guess before we move on from that, I guess is there anything else you want to recap about Devil's Third before we move on? Anybody else got anything to say?
I'm good. I don't got any more.
Yeah, I'm good too.
All right, let's go. Move on to the. I know we talked about the other day, Dave, but since I got a new guy, since I got Jay, I want y'all intake on the rumor with the whole AMD situation with the next gen Nintendo system, and I don't know, man. We need to talk about it again because if Nintendo actually would pull off and give us a new next gen system next year, then I will probably be skeptical to buy because I feel that I'll probably get backstabbed from Nintendo. What do you feel about it?
I don't think it's gonna be next year. If they, because every console cycle, they at least like a year or to a year and a half after the current one comes out, that's when they start R&D. The AMD chip, I don't really know. The problem with the AMD chip information when it supposedly leaked is CES was this week on the Consumer Electronics Show. So I don't know if that was for that or if that was for because when you talk about processors, Intel, AMD, they're all going to be trying to get their stuff out to go to anybody. Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, it doesn't matter. They'll be trying to sell it to them because it's for whatever they're working on. That AMD chip could have been for the new Nintendo 3DS or a handheld. It could have been for anything. We don't know. So I don't know, but I think what's going to wind up happening, because I know a lot of people are talking about that their new system. I don't think it's going to come out next year. If anything, it won't be till 2017 because Nintendo normally does a 5-year cycle. If you notice, from 85 to I think when was the Super NES 91? That was like 85 to 90. You got the N64 came out in 96, I want to say. The GameCube was 2001. The Wii was 2006, and I think the Wii. This was from 2006 to 2012 was the longest cycle they had, was 6 years.
Yeah,
so
the
it's usually 5 years.
was 96. The GameCube was 2001, and the Nintendo Wii was 2006.
Yeah, the
so it's
GameCube
usually
only out for like 5 years. Am I right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Most time Nintendo's life cycle is usually 5 years. So if anything, we'll probably see something in 2016, them talking about it, but it probably won't come out till like 2017, 2018, something like that.
Yep.
I hope so, man. I really hope so. What about you, Dave? You wanna give me your thoughts about it?
I don't know. You gotta look at it from both sides. Like I agree with Jay that we ain't gonna see one for another 6 years. But what's stirring everybody up. You had Miyamoto come out and say we're working on a next gen title, and he never does shit like that. He never hinted on a new console. He's never, and it's kind of weird for him to do that. And then all of a sudden, this AMD thing came out, and everybody's like, "That's got to be the new Nintendo console. That's it. That's it." I think it wouldn't be, with the way the Wii U's doing, in all reality, it's not doing well. Would it be weird if Nintendo dropped a new console 2 years from now? No. I wouldn't. I would see why they would do it, but do they do that? No. They, even as bad as like certain consoles like the N64 and the GameCube did, they let them run its course. That would be shitting on Nintendo's fan base. There's people now just buying a Wii U. Why would they're not going to go out and buy a new Nintendo console. They just bought a Wii U. They would give up on a lot of people would, except their hardcore audience. They'll be like, okay, whatever, that's cool. They'll buy anything, some of them. But I don't think they're going to do it. But I could see why they would do it. But I don't think they're going to do it.
I hope not, man. I really hope they don't pull a Sega because back then I was mostly a Sega guy back then when I was a kid. Until they pulled that crap with the Sega Genesis. Everybody thought was it the 32X? Is that what that is? The 32X.
32X and it was CD, 32X, then Saturn, then Dreamcast, and it was like one after the other.
Like everybody thought that the 32X was the next gen, but then again, it was like a poor man's next gen, but it wasn't the next gen. And I guess all that crap, you know, a lot of consumers just didn't trust them no more. Yeah, and
You
that's when
gotta
they went to
think
the
too,
Saturn.
real
Huh?
gamer too. No company wants a failing console out in the market. Like they're just not. Eventually, I think the Vita is going to just go. Like they're going to do something else or not do handhelds no more. Sony. I don't think no company or any company in the world wants a failing product, and they're trying with the Wii U now, but it could be too late. You never know. This year will probably be the year to see what happens, you know, because they got a lot of heavy hitters coming out, and I know we always say, wait till this game, wait till that game, and nothing ever happens, but if something don't happen this year, maybe there could be a new Nintendo console in 2000, I would say 17 at the earliest, you know. I think 2018. I'm with Jay on that, and I think the PS4 is going to be coming out in 2000 or PS5 if they make whatever they're planning is 2020.
Yeah, I
That's
don't.
just me.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, that's all I got.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I hope they come out either 2017, 2018. You know, we got at least have a, you know, 2 more good years of games, man. You know, because if not, then I will be very disappointed, man. Like seriously, because you got the Legend of Zelda coming out at the end of this year. So why the hell do you want to showcase a brand new system at E3? And all of a sudden, oh, by the way, we got one of the biggest franchises that's gonna pop on the Wii U. The system we about to trash. We about to pop this bad boy out on y'all at the end of the year. So yeah, I don't. It wouldn't make sense, man. It wouldn't make sense. So I'll say between 2017, 2018. But I still think they should come out. That's another thing I want to ask y'all. Do y'all think they should come out with a next gen system before Xbox and PlayStation, or at the same time to
No,
see how their specs is?
I think they should wait.
Yeah, so wait.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah, they probably should have waited on the Wii U because by them not waiting, they gave Sony and Microsoft a chance to blow past them, which they did. But what about you, Jay? How you feel about him? Oh, you already told me, did you?
Yeah.
What about you, DD91?
Well, I'm with everybody when they say we probably won't see a new system till like 2017. I'll go as far as to say 2018. Pretty much as far as the AMD thing goes, it's kind of confusing if you think about it, because they've been trying to link it with a new Nintendo console. There's been some on a couple websites saying it might be the new PlayStation 5. You never know. I mean, just gotta wait to see.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. What about you, Mr. Nick?
Excuse me. I think it was just a coincidence in the timing with Nintendo saying they're coming out working on a system, and AMD saying they're working on some new system. But at the same time, I am kind of worried about this whole next year thing, because if I remember, it might be a bit of a stretch to make a comparison, but a few years ago, about 2 years ago, at the VGX Awards, or whatever the hell they call this sort of thing, like Nintendo said they had this big announcement, and everybody's like, please don't let it be the fact that it's Cranky Kong. Please don't do that. Please don't. And they went ahead and made that announcement, and we're all like, oh, God. So I'm just like, we're all sitting there trying to think that, maybe, like, they're going to hold off. I'm hoping 2017-18 as well. But, based on a couple of things they've done in the past, I'm kind of worried now. As much as I like Nintendo, they have been making some very questionable decisions in the past couple of years. I'm a bit worried.
Hell yeah! I'm a fan of their system. I'm just not a fan of the company.
So if they do like the 2016, I'll be like, I don't know. I'm just like,
the fuck?
All right, please don't. That's all I gotta
That's
say.
what a lot of people do things.
Yeah, I'll be pissed off too, man. Fuck.
Like,
But
no, please don't.
oh, all right. Is that everybody? Everybody had their turn about it? Is there anything else we need to recap before we head to the next subject?
No, I'm good.
All right. I guess the next thing I want to talk about, me and Dave talked about before we start this broadcast live. Yeah, he made some good points. When I watched your video the other day, Dave, about a lot of Nintendo fans wants to go to the Xbox side or the Microsoft side because they just can't stand Sony fan base. Like, why you want to punish the PlayStation because of the fans? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, what Give me your thoughts about it, Dave. What do you feel about it, man?
Well, the reason I brought that argument up in my video is because I was addressing Bear Hugger 29. I never said Bear Hugger 29 is one that's doing it because he said he is planning on getting a Microsoft console. I was just trying to help him out, because he's a friend. I was like, dude, just because, a lot of these people I see on YouTube, I hate to name names, but I've seen it come out of their own mouth, like Drone Crusher and a few other people. They go, oh, well, I'll go with Zaire and listen to him before I listen to any of you Sony bastards. They say stuff like that. And it's come out of their mouth a bunch of times. But they're going with, they think just because, it's old saying, just the grass isn't always greener on the other side. You're going to go with Sony's competitor. Pretty much Sony and Microsoft are the same fucking company on consoles, like when it really comes down to it. They're the ones in competition. Nintendo's not really in competition with them. But they're always trying to get one up on each other, and you're just going to go with the rival company just because your opinion, because you don't like a fan base. And this has came out of a lot of their mouths. They hate the Sony fan base so much they will go with the Xbox One, a company that tried to start DRM, tried to do it online all the time, all this shit everybody hated. And it's to me like I look at Sony and Microsoft, the Xbox One, the PS4 like this. Last generation, you had the 360 that had better third party. If you're a Nintendo dude, you're mainly buying a Microsoft console or a Sony console for third party. It's not, you like your Nintendo exclusives, especially in this generation, because they don't get third party. So you're getting these other consoles, or maybe even a PC for third party. But a majority of the time, we're all console gamers, so we choose another console. I was just saying in my video, I don't see why somebody's going to go with something that, you're going to get. To me, I see the worst third parties on the Xbox One. Not all the time, but a majority of the time. That's like me choosing DVD over Blu-ray just because I hate the fan base of that likes those movies. It's kind of weird. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. What about you, Jay? How do you feel about it? Do you feel the same way as him, or you got a different perspective?
I understand because I've heard the same thing, and me personally, I'm a gamer. I don't want to limit myself at all, so I pretty much own 3 systems. Actually, I own 5 if you count my 64 and my Dreamcast. But I own them, so I don't understand how you could let a fan base deter you from having fun. That's what I don't understand. Because like me personally, when you start talking about like online and stuff like that, even on my Xbox One or my PS4, the only people I'm like really doing online with are my friends. So I don't really online with just randoms. So the fan base doesn't really bother me because those are the people that I play with are people that I know. So I mean, it's one of those situations where I understand the frustrations of some people, but at the same time, I mean, I don't put myself in a situation in which I can blame stuff on the fan base. I just don't, because I feel like that's me limiting myself. So I've always said this: I am a gamer. I like playing video games, and if there's a game that I find is fun, I'm gonna get the system for it. If I'm able to do that, I'll get the system for it. And I've just been lucky enough to actually get the systems this time around. So I mean, I understand. At the same time, I'm not finna allow any fan base to deter me from having fun. That's just the truth. Because I have no problem playing by myself.
At all. Either, man. All right. What about you, Mr. DD91? How do you feel about it?
I'm the same with Jay on it. I'm a gamer. At the end of the day, I own all 3 systems.
Mm-hmm.
And for nostalgia feels, I got a PS2 and a Sega Genesis right by them. I plan on getting a PS3 here soon, so I can play some of the old JRPGs. But yeah, I'm just a gamer. I just game, dude.
Yeah, that's what we do. We all real gamers. That's why I named this podcast Real Gamers. So what about you, Mr. Nick? How do you feel about it?
Well, if I let a fan base dictate what I play, I'd never play a video game console at all. But either way, I mean, personally, I tried both Xbox One and PS4 so far. I just like the, I think the reason why I kind of chose different ones, like I skipped out on 360, and I just I want to try something new. I'm kind of right now. I'm just kind of burnt out on what PlayStation has to offer. I wasn't too thrilled with what PS4 had at the time. I think they might end up winning me back eventually because I know, like I said earlier, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot more JRPGs on that system than anything else. When I start seeing stuff like that coming out, I'll probably head back around to the PS4 as well. But yeah, I don't really. I mean, I'll buy one if I want to buy one. I mean, I don't really care if like a fan base. I mean, yeah, a lot of the PlayStation a lot of any fanboy base is like a bunch of idiots. I'm like, I can't believe these are the people representing me as a gamer in this situation. Whether it be Nintendo, Xbox, or PlayStation. But I'm not gonna let that bother me. I'm just gonna play because I want to play the game. And if they want to act like a bunch of idiots on the internet, that's on them. You're wasting your time when you be playing games. And basically, all I really gotta say about that.
I got you. Yeah, it is pretty stupid that you letting a certain fan base or a certain person stop you from playing something that you actually show your interest towards. It's just dumb, dude.
I just tell them, please, don't let these guys represent me as a gamer. Stop it.
Yeah, they making us look bad, man. Us that owns multiple consoles, man, make us look bad. That's why the gaming community on YouTube or just whatever, that's why it's not the same no more because it's like too many idiots out there, man. I ain't trying to name no names. I ain't trying to call nobody out because I ain't trying to start no mess. But yeah, it's just to a point that all these retaliation videos. You know what? No, I want to get into that. My next subject is basically all these YouTube retaliation videos is trolling, stealing people's videos, uploading them, and just keep trolling the mess out of this person. If y'all know who I'm talking about, and this person he basically slapped a copyright deal on his channel. Nobody can steal his content without his permission because this one YouTube, I'm not trying to name his name. He loves doing that. He done it to me. He done it to Zaire. He done it to a lot of people. Doc Trey. Y'all already know who I'm talking about. What do y'all feel about this retaliation videos, this drama? It's a lot of mess that's going on around here. How you feel about it, Jay?
Dude, I'll remove myself from that stuff. Dude, in all honesty, I remove myself from that kind of nonsense. I keep myself out of it, and I don't pay attention to them because if you say something back, that you're giving attention to the issue. So the people like that need attention. That's how they keep their drama up. That's how they keep the subscribers coming back because it's artificial drama. So me personally, I stay away from that. That's why like my channel is mainly positive and pretty much just gaming centric because I don't even want to be on that. I don't do debates. I don't do the whole all that. I just don't do that. So my thing is I don't even let it get in my channel. So
I respect you for that, man. You know what? I gotta take pointers from you because it was one point. I don't know if you'll pay attention to my channel. That's a small channel because I just started my channel 4 months ago. And I've been doing some retaliation videos, and I caused a lot of traffic going on my channel. A lot of, subscribers came to my channel. A lot of trolls came to my channel, mostly trolls. So I had to block and ban a lot of people off my YouTube and turn around, and go on my Google Plus and ban them off of that. So it was just so much, man. And it was just, even though you retaliate, sometimes it's just best to leave it alone. I'm not saying to never address the issue. Sometimes you do gotta address the issue, but if you just pinpointing out a certain individual, all you gotta do is causing a lot more traffic, to come on your channel because it's gonna be retaliation video after retaliation after retaliation. It's gonna keep happening, man. That's basically what happened to me, and I was like, you know what, I'm done with this. Starting in 2015, I'm gonna go ahead and make my channel drama free because some certain YouTubers, you try to give them your points and everything, give them your perspective about how you feel about his video or He's not gonna listen. He gonna call you names. You gonna call him names. It's a ongoing battle between just people supposed to be talking about video games. Maybe just fucking take it to the next level. It's just stupid. It's video games, man. Like, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
damn. That's I know. I had a video. I know. I had a podcast. It was the last week ago, and I addressed, I guess a Burr Hunter was on my podcast, and of course, I don't think Dave was on my podcast at that time. But after I discussed that on that podcast, the very next day, Dave and Burr had the drama video, talking about no more drama on their channels and everything. I went ahead and done the same thing on my channel because I want my channel to be mostly just everything positive, man. Everything positive, so I could have all the positive people to come onto my channel, without the name calling, the trolling, the racial slurs. You don't. Like I said, I ain't calling nobody out. But a certain YouTuber, he like to do the race based in the comment section. It's a race war in there, man. But what about you, Dave? How do you feel about it, man?
Now, what was the question now?
Now we back on the YouTube drama. About whenever we had our videos about we ain't gonna never had no more drama on our channels. And Jay, he was talking about he don't allow that on his channel at all. And basically, us both are guilty of having retaliation videos. And basically, I want to get your perspective on how you feel about the whole drama situation and retaliation videos.
My whole take on it, the reason why I stopped it on my channel is because I'm planning to do a lot more with my channel than just gaming. I want to do a bunch of stuff, and I just want to separate myself from, I hate to say it, not like you guys, but just the bullshit in it. You're never going to grow as a channel and make hate videos. It's not going to happen. And I don't want to do that no more, and I can't be doing other things on my channel and having that shit go on. I can't have somebody coming to my channel for movie reviews and seeing some crazy video about me going off on Clown Meat or Nate or whoever. I just ain't going to do it no more.
Hey, can I just say something real quick?
Go ahead.
What the hell is a Clown Meat?
He was a buddy of mine that helped me start my podcast, and me and him got into it, got real personal in videos, and I just don't want none of that going on my channel anymore. He's a YouTuber that is a gamer, and he has a gaming channel. I think he don't have any videos up right now, but he's in the YouTube gaming community, the Clown Meat. Yep.
There's a whole bunch of that going on around here.
Yeah, he dresses up as a and just goes off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about you, DD91? How do you feel about it? What's that?
I kept getting muted.
Oh, hey, cut that down in your background. That's why I muted you. Cut that down, cause I can barely hear Dave.
It's actually my parents downstairs. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not gonna be able to cut that down.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Just gonna give us your perspective about it, and if they're gonna if we're gonna keep hearing all that noise, I'm gonna mute you for a second. I'm not kicking you out. I just want to make sure everybody hears what everybody got to say.
That's understandable.
All right, give us your perspective about the drama and all that.
For me, I'm not with it. I don't like it on my channel. I don't deal with that shit. I'm just want to do YouTube videos, give my opinion. I don't want nobody, starting with me or anything like that. I just stay away from it.
Yeah, I got you, man. Just like that guy that was in the video in my podcast a while ago, I had to boot him off because he trolled me. I swear to God. He trolled the hell out of me. I was like, man, there's no stopping with this guy. So I went ahead and blocked and banned this guy. And for some reason, I think he was following me. And every time if I comment on somebody's video, whatever channel, he's there trolling the hell out of me. I like, God dang, like seriously, you acting like a child. So whenever he popped on my podcast and posting about for somebody else, I was like, oh, are you freaking serious? So I tried to give him a chance. Y'all saw. I tried to give him a chance, and he basically was just playing around, so I had to get rid of him. And he tried to call me, trying to get back on, talking about what you talking about, but I don't have time for that mess. I don't got time for drama. I ain't got time for people acting like little babies, man. That's why we're here. We talk about gaming. We're real gamers. We all adults here, and we're gonna keep it adults. But did everybody go? Did you go, Nick?
No.
Yeah, give us your thoughts about the whole drama thing, man. Cause
when I first stumbled upon all that crap, it was kind of interesting at first, but it didn't take long before it got like really boring. I personally was never part of it. I mean, I never thought to take the time to sit there and just like dedicate any minute to like somebody who I disagree with on YouTube for any reason. What gets me is they never sit there and say they're like a gaming community, but because like after a while they stop talking about video games and they start like making personal attacks to each other, like their jobs, or they have one or not, their relationship status, their sex life, something like that. And at the end of all that, they're like, well, see, these people are getting mad over video games. I'm thinking like, well, this stopped being about video games like 10 videos ago. Now you're just snapping at each other because you're out of ideas.
Oh, okay, I got you. I guess before we move on to
the thing too with it all, what I want to add is, sorry to interrupt you, Real Gamer, but this is all what people like to watch in this community too. Like,
and that's the saddest part about it.
When I said I don't want to be in this community no more, like, I'm not saying like I said you guys. I'm just saying I eventually want to rise out of this community, and it's never going to happen making fun of the next guy or whatever, because nobody's going to take you seriously doing that. In this community they will. They love it. They feed on it. That's all they ever want to see is somebody bashing the other dude, and they live on it. Everybody likes drama, but to get further in life, you can't have drama, or in anything,
Yeah, that's true, man. You're gonna get a lot of traffic going on, throughout your channel. You might get a few subscribers there, here and there, but a lot of those people that's going to your channel is not gonna subscribe to you.
No,
yeah, but you is right. They're there for the drama. But for instance, like I said, this guy misnamed us. I'm not telling his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. He loves to troll everybody. But like with his videos, like his gameplay video sucks. I'm just sorry. His gameplay video sucks. But when he talks about everybody, I mean everybody, his views go up the roof, man. Like seriously. And I just felt that every time he had like a little gameplay video which nobody cares about, he just feel that he just needs to talk about somebody, and that's how everybody just go on his channel. That's how he get all the high traffic and tens of thousands of views and stuff. And like I said, he's nameless. I don't want nothing to do with this guy no more. I'm trying to be drama free. I'm really trying to be drama free, man. And I'm still trying to get rid of them trolls off my channel as I'm speaking. Because they all came from his channel. And some guy that supports this guy, his name is Get Counselor Bitch. That's his YouTube name. And he supports this guy. That's what I'm saying. That same guy supports this certain YouTuber, which I'm not trying to name him. And that's the same YouTuber that has all the racism on his comment section. And it's pretty sad and it's pretty pathetic. So, I'm just saying, yes, I'm trying to be drama free, but am I going to address some of these issues? I will, but I'm not naming no names. I'm not. But yeah, anyway, guys, is there anything y'all want to touch up before we move on to the next topic?
I think like the saddest part about all that is like these same people also they'll eventually complain that they're tired of the drama, they're tired of that, they want to see something else. So, the YouTubers, the people they'll do that. They'll make a gameplay video of that, and then nobody watches it. And it's like, well, you guys wanted something different. I gave it to you, and you don't want it anyway. Then shut up.
Well, that's in this community though. Like once you grow more, that won't go on. You don't see the bigger YouTubers. You don't see Boogie attacking fucking the next dude that's like at his level. It just don't happen. Like that's just in this community. Like that's it's real sad,
Yeah.
Or PewDiePie. He doesn't do that.
Yeah, he's
look
not
at him now.
Another YouTuber.
That's why I'm saying look at him now. He don't do that. He never even done that to get to where he was at right now, where he is now. But what's that?
was wondering what was so special about that guy. I mean, I've seen one of his videos, and I don't hate the guy, but I don't see why so many people like love him. I'm like, he does all right stuff, but it's not like he's got like this just really like rabid fan base. I'm like, he's all right, but what's he doing? I've seen smaller people do better stuff.
I think he was the first of his, I think, where is he from again?
I think he's from Sweden.
Well, wherever he's from, he was like the first YouTuber from that area to do that type of shit, like gameplay and stuff, and that's why he's so popular, Yeah.
It's kind of content that he put on his channel. It kind of like caters to like younger children, the preteens. That's just how I feel about it.
Well, that's his fan base, as young kids. Isn't he sponsored by Disney?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Or
I heard the guy makes between $4 to $5 million per year.
Yeah, the dude's making some serious money, like.
Hell yeah. That dude makes
some. On that. I mean, congratulations on that. I'm just like, maybe because I'm just older and I don't get it. One of that. Oh, I don't understand these younger people, but whatever. I'm not trying to rag on the guy. I didn't want to bring it up. I'm just saying.
Well, you gotta think though. He was like I said, the first. Like if you were back in YouTube when this first started, he was one of the first ones doing it. So that from then on, if you were the first one doing it, they say that if you started out in YouTube earlier, it was a lot easier. Now you got everybody and their brother doing gameplay videos and topic videos about news, so it's a lot harder to grow. Back then,
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody's trying to do YouTube now, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not to interrupt, but anybody still hear my TV in the background?
Oh, yeah. No, we're good. We're good.
All right. I just haven't turned it down.
Oh, okay. No, you all good, man. You all good.
All right.
So I guess is there everybody want to touch bases with the final thoughts about the YouTube drama?
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm good.
All right. I guess next thing I want to talk about, I want to close this podcast at 9:30, so we got 23 minutes left. And I guess, we all Nintendo dudes, and we got some PlayStation guys, and I want to talk about something from PlayStation. I guess the last thing we're going to talk about is Nintendo. What do y'all guys think about Uncharted 4? Because I'm really feeling this game, man. Like, it looks so fucking beautiful. Like, a lot of people hating on it. People saying it's a CGI trailer, but we actually saw the gameplay footage of it, and I thought it was beautiful. And I never did play Uncharted, the first 3 Uncharted, and that's why I thought I was planning on buying a PS3 just to catch up on the series. But I was on the podcast with One Stop for Gamer. Was that his podcast or your podcast when I asked about that, Dave?
I think it was One Stop for Gamers. We told you that they're making a collection of Uncharted for the PS4.
Oh, okay, that was his podcast. Yeah, man. Like, I'm just getting very,
I kind of figured they would.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm just getting very interested in this game, man. It looks absolutely beautiful. I'm not saying I want to buy the game for graphics because I'm not a graphics whore. I'm lying. I did play Uncharted before. I played the Vita version because I had a Vita. I had a PlayStation Vita, and whenever I found out that they wouldn't get no kind of, no software, no games, Sony don't even want to fucking support the system. I went ahead and sold the damn thing, but the Uncharted that was on the Vita was the very first Uncharted that I played, and I thought it was a good game. I liked it. So after playing that, and I wanted to play the first 3 Uncharted before I played the PS4 version. But then again, I thought about purchasing a PS3, but their prices is still insane to be a last gen console because I think it costs $250, something like that, for a new PS3, which is ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
seriously,
crazy.
That is crazy. So how do y'all feel about the Uncharted 4 that's coming out? Starting with you, Dave.
I'm looking forward to it. I only played Uncharted 3. I never played the first 2, so I'll be buying the remaster of that. It'll be worth it for me because I got Uncharted 3 with my last PS3 I bought. I owned PS3 right when it first came out, but I bought another one when I moved up to Tennessee when the Wii U didn't get third-party support. I was like, fuck it, I got to buy PS3 again. And I played Uncharted 3 because they gave it to me. And, before I got into Uncharted, I always thought it was like a rip-off of Tomb Raider. But
yeah,
the new Tomb Raider that came out recently, I thought that was a rip-off of Uncharted playing it because they changed the whole fucking thing to Tomb Raider. If you played Tomb Raider back in the day, it was a different game. It wasn't nothing like this new Tomb Raider.
It was rated teen back in the day.
Yeah, I'm talking about the one on the PlayStation. I used to play Tomb Raider, but I loved the old Tomb Raiders with all the puzzles and the caves
Hmm.
and all that shit. And the new when I played Uncharted 3, I just loved it. I thought it was a great game. And then when I played that new Tomb Raider, I was like, well, this is trying to imitate Uncharted. And I was kind of shocked by that. But no, I'm looking forward to getting the collection of that and the new one. Just the gameplay of the new one, how it has the mechanics of The Last of Us. I'm a big fan of The Last of Us, and I love Naughty Dog in general. That's like one of my favorite developers besides Rockstar Games. But it looks great, man. I see why people hate on it, I guess, because it's Sony. You know, they're making it's Naughty Dog and they're part of Sony. But you can't overlook a great game. I mean, come on, look at the mechanics and that. How the dude drops the gun and catches it, and guys grabbing on his foot. I mean, the water looks even for graphics wise, the water looks great and everything. I think it looks fantastic, and gameplay wise looks great. That's just me.
Yeah, if gameplay if it matches the graphics, then I'm completely sold on it. I love games like that, man. Yeah, you're right about the whole Tomb Raider. Like it did like it kind of mimic Uncharted because yes, we was used to the puzzle type Tomb Raider games back then, and of course it was kind of rated teen back then. Then all of a sudden, it's a rated mature Tomb Raider. It's completely different, dude. Like
They
I
turned
wouldn't use the Tomb Raider games like that. What's
they
up?
turned her into like a sex appeal thing now. It's like all about how she looks, and it's not. I mean, the old Tomb Raider, yeah, she looked like she looked good and all that, but now it's like they're focusing more on the whole adult theme of Tomb Raider, like how they make her look and all that, and it's cool. But I'm just saying, it's like sex sells, plain and simple.
That's what I was about to say. Sex sales.
Yeah, it does. I mean, that's why like One Stop for Gamers says like Bayonetta 2. That's all about how she looks and everything. That's a big point in the game, and that's how they're like what they're kind of doing with Tomb Raider. That's just me.
I'm kind of looking forward to that new Tomb Raider, man. I like the Tomb Raider, the Definitive Edition. I like the game. And if you said that it kind of mimics the Uncharted series, then I'm sold. I'm buying Uncharted 4, man. I will for real. What about you, Jay? How do you feel about it?
I actually liked the Uncharted series, but I was a big fan of 1 and 2. I didn't really like 3 that much,
Uh-huh.
but 4, I'm willing to give it another go because Naughty Dog is a good developer, so I like supporting good developers, and they do a real good job on their games. The games are always polished, in my opinion. So yeah, I can get, and plus I like Nathan Drake. The character of Nathan Drake is actually cool. So he's not one of those guys that get on my nerves. Like, when you're playing the game and your protagonist is just a straight up asshole. I can't stand games like that. But Nathan Drake is cool, so I can dig with I can get with Nathan Drake. So I'm actually looking forward to it. I did finally watch that gameplay video, and the gameplay looks good to me. So, and I'm a gameplay over graphics guy. So if the gameplay is straight, I will be there.
I understand. I understand. How do you feel? How you feel about it, Mr. Day 91 or DD 91?
Well, for me, I haven't played the first 3, so like Dave, I'm gonna pick up the remaster collection whenever it comes out. But as for 4, I wouldn't mind giving it a go. I just gotta play the first 3 first, because I don't want to jump into 4 and be like, who the hell are these people?
I understand. If I had the PlayStation subscription service and it had all 3 of the Uncharted games on it, I don't mind getting it. I don't mind getting it because I want to play all those games before I go to the fourth game. So I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm done.
Are you done? Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Nick? How you feel about the Uncharted 4? Did you play the first 3 yet?
I tried. I never really got into the series. I mean, I tried it out, but I don't know. Maybe I do need to revisit it. I mean, my brother has all 3 on the PS anyway. Maybe I need to give it another shot. But it might be before I get around to that. I can never really get into the series, but so I don't know if I'll ever play Part 4. If I do, it's gonna be like a long time from now. But I do think this is gonna be the first game that's really gonna show off like the power of the PS4 because
Yeah, it will.
Naughty Dog is like it's first party Sony, and they know exactly how their systems work, what to do with it, and its power and stuff like that. And I think this will be the first game that's going to take advantage of everything that the PS4 has. This 8 gigabytes of RAM and the resolution and
like FPS with frame per second. I think this is going to be the game that's really going to showcase exactly what PS4 is capable of doing if they do it right, and hopefully don't like try to half-ass it and release it like broken and glitched. But they're not really known for that, so I think that it'll come out pretty good.
Okay, I got you. I hope they take their time on it too, cause I'm just getting sick and tired of these broken ass games. That's why on my last podcast I mentioned about, had a topic about, how we feel about this generation as a whole, like,
Yeah,
we disappointed.
I really
And
hope
it
they
seems
don't
like,
rush it.
what's that?
So I really hope they don't rush it. They need to make sure that this is the game. I mean, even with the amount of sales that PS4 out there, there are still going to be people on the fence, and if they do this one right, it could really push PS4 sales even more so.
Oh yeah, because they already selling like hotcakes as it is. And if it does really showcase the true power of the PS4, them Xbox fanboys are gonna be pissed.
This is the year to buy. I would say this would be the year to buy an Xbox One or PS4 because this is where all the good games are coming out for both consoles. You got Halo 5, you got Crackdown. What's that one that else Xbox got's coming that's really good? That's like mixed with a movie or something while you play the game. Quantum Break.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got a bunch of third-party games coming, like Mortal Kombat, Batman: Arkham Knight. The list goes on. Battlefield Hardline. It just, and then PlayStation's got The Order, Bloodborne, and Uncharted. And The Order, there's a rumor that it will have possibly multiplayer, and that would be great because that would be Sony's answer to Gears of War, because that game looks very similar for some reason to me to Gears of War. I don't know why, but it just does, the cover system and everything else.
Okay, that's what's up. Is there everybody? Did we get everybody on that Uncharted 4 subject?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, man. Like I said, man, I really hope they do take their time, man, because if they go release a masterpiece, I don't care if they got to delay the game a few months or even a year. I want to play a complete full game, instead of, like I said a while ago, releasing a game with day one patches and DLC, man. And like I said, it's just funny that people griping and putting their credit card information at the same. That's just fucking funny, man. That's what you call mind rape. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this game. I really am. And like Uncharted 4, The Last of Us, Street Fighter 5, and I'm a huge fan of baseball, so Major League The Show. Those 4 games right there appeals to me. So yes, when I do get my input those 4 games, and since baseball season around the corner, we about to get another Major League The Show game. And Xbox, since out no more, and I was a huge why don't make those games. I'm just saying, like, since those games is coming out, I will get it. But I guess the last thing I want to talk about today, since we got Nintendo, basically 2015 will be Nintendo's year. That's just my opinion. I think they're gonna sell a lot more consoles because I think Mario Maker is good. Don't get me wrong. I know the Legend of Zelda's coming out, new one, and Star Fox and Xenoblade and all that, but okay, Mario. Everybody buys Nintendo for people buy Nintendo for Mario games, and basically, the older crowd that played Mario back in the day, whenever it was on the NES. You see Mario Maker on TV if they advertise the right way, and they just recently put the Mario, the Super Mario, like I mind this game because I am, but I'm just saying, like, I really think Mario Maker is going to be, I think it's going to be a sleeper. And play game, the Legend of Zelda, remastered. I don't know if it's GameCube or N64 games that's will be coming out this year, remastered games or something like that.
I think it's supposed to be this year. I want to say the rumor is this year.
I saw because the rumor, like, I heard it's supposed to be getting like at least 12 games. this year, and we got some unannounced games, and that's why I say I think this year might be Nintendo's year. I'm not saying they're going to outsell the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, but I think they can make a huge comeback into the console race. So what do you feel about it? Let's start with you, Dave, about 2015 and all the software is coming out.
For Nintendo,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it'll be a good year with Star Fox and Zelda and Mario Maker and Devil's Third. There's a lot of good games coming, and I would hope it'd be this year to get the Wii U going. Because if it don't go this year, then I strongly don't think the Wii U's gonna ever go on. I mean, this would have to be the year, with all these games coming. But I'm hoping, there's always hope. But I think it'll be a good year for Nintendo, all the consoles. I think this, like I said, this will be the year to buy a console if you haven't already. That's all I got.
Okay. What about you, Mr. J? How do you feel? Do you think it might be Nintendo's year with all the games coming out? We didn't mention Yoshi and Kirby. That's coming out as well too. You there, Jay?
Yeah, I'm here. Well, I think this is gonna be the year that I go back broke again. In all honesty, I think because we all know about the big games that are coming, like your Xenoblade, your Star Fox, your Zelda, but I think it's gonna be them sleeper hits like Splatoon and
I didn't mention that neither.
Mario Maker. Because the thing about Mario Maker is you're gonna have like the people that love to create like ridiculous levels just to see if somebody can attempt to pass it. So it's gonna mess with people's creativity. So that's why I think a lot of people are gonna jump on that. And Splatoon is for those people who, like myself, have been burnt out on like Call of Duty for the last like 2 or 3 years, and we just want something different. Because that's why I got Sunset Overdrive, because it was different, and I'm having a lot of fun with that. And I think Splatoon's gonna be that game for them. I mean, yeah, my checking account's gonna hate me.
I understand. Yeah, that Sunset Overdrive game, I liked it, but somebody said that Sunset Overdrive is like putting a gun in Tony Hawk's hand. So I thought that was funny as hell.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
All right, Mr. King DD91. What do you feel about Nintendo's chances this year of getting back to the console race?
I think they got a good chance with this lineup. I think probably like midways. But as for the games, yeah, we're all going to be broke, possibly bankrupt.
Wow. Yeah, they got a lot of good games. And, I'm not much of a Kirby and Yoshi guy, but my wife, she enjoy those type of games, and yeah, I will buy that for them and the kids, and of course I'm gonna enjoy the Mario Maker, the Xenoblade, Star Fox, Legend of Zelda, I'm gonna enjoy those games, Devil's Third. So I'm really looking forward to all those games, man. And what about you, Mr. Nick? How do you feel about Nintendo's chances this year?
Well, all I know is when Xenoblade Chronicles comes out, hopefully this year, you ain't gonna see me for a while.
Yeah,
that
game is.
That's gonna be a lot of people, dude.
The first Xenoblade game I just got into, played for hours. I mean, I was hooked in that game. And if this one is anything like that one, it's gonna be like a thing. And I don't know what's gonna come out. I hope it comes out before Zelda. Because if it comes out around the same time as Zelda, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be like, oh shit. We're like, man, I'm like, what am I gonna do if I got to deal with both of them? But yeah, definitely look forward to both games. And I don't know. I'm Devil's Third, obviously, and I'm on the fence of Splatoon. We'll see.
Okay. Just like when Nintendo came out with Mario Kart during the summer, Mario Kart 8 during the summer, of course, the holidays was Smash Brothers, the big blockbuster games. I kind of feel the same thing this year. And I'm thinking that Xenoblade might take the place of Mario Kart when it was, released during the summertime. That's what I'm thinking. Then the Legend of Zelda is going to, take the place of Smash Brothers. It's going to be during the holidays. That's what I'm thinking. Since those are, big games. And with Star Fox, I'm thinking it might be somewhere in the fall time, something like that. And of course, we're supposed to be getting Kirby and Yoshi during the springtime. And I think Splatoon might be in the springtime, something like that, possibly summer. But yeah, man, I just think it's gonna be a strong year, man. I'm really excited that I still held on to my Wii U, even though I was frustrated the first year. Like it was frustrating if you own a Wii U since launch, dude. Very frustrating because with all the third party support the little third party support that they had, everybody know how that turned out with the GIMP ports and not getting all the features as the 360 and the PS3 getting. And basically the game's running a lot worse and all that, and it was atrocious. Just like what they said a while ago, don't buy the console the first year because it could be full of disappointments, just like with the Wii U, just like with the PS4 and the Xbox One. Like whenever the new generation comes out, you know what? I don't know. I'm thinking about skipping a year whenever Nintendo or Xbox or PlayStation come out with their new system, because we already know how the first year always sucks. Whenever the second year comes, that's when they want to start bundling games, give you all these free shit and all that. So that's just my opinion, man. That's just my opinion. So I guess before we close out, what's your final thoughts about this about the Nintendo's year in 2015?
I shall be broke.
You be broke?
Yeah, I shall be broke.
We're broke. Flat broke.
Work some overtime, man.
I'm just gonna.
All right. So is that everybody? Before we close out. I guess that is everybody. So I guess I sure appreciate y'all for joining my podcast, and like I say, I'm gonna start doing a lot more of these pretty soon, and I'm gonna try to at least do 2 a week. Probably one during the week and one during the weekend. And like I say, y'all more than welcome to come back. And Mr. J, I sure appreciate you for joining me. You are more than welcome anytime, man. Anytime.
No problem.
And,
Thanks for having me.
oh yeah, no problem. Anytime, man. And and Dave, Nick, King D, Day 91. I sure appreciate y'all. So I guess before we close out, let's go ahead and do your little outro. Start with you, Mr. Dave.
All right, thanks, man, for having me. This is Dave's Had Enough 187, and I appreciate being a part of the podcast with all you guys, and look forward to ones in the future. Thank you.
I appreciate that, man. What about you, Mr. J?
Thanks for having me. It's Jay from the Game Cafe. I had a good time tonight, man. Looking forward to coming back.
All right, cool. I'm looking forward to you coming back too, man. What about you, Mr. King DD91?
Yeah, thanks for having me, dude. It's been a pleasure. And this is King DDD91.
All right, man. Anytime. And you, Mr. Nick, you've been supporting me. Actually, all y'all been supporting me lately. I sure appreciate you, man.
No problem. Thanks for having me. This is Nick from St. Louis Entertainment, and be excellent to each other.
All right, cool, man. Like I said, I sure appreciate y'all for joining me, man. And I would love to do more podcasts with y'all in the upcoming future. And I'm thinking either, you know what? No, I can't do a podcast Saturday night because my wife, she'll get on. It's date night, man. So oh man, Sunday the Cowboys. Oh God, dang,
yeah,
man.
You ain't doing that. You ain't doing nothing Sunday. You know you're not doing that. This football, you are not doing that.
Shot.
Yeah, just don't even lie like that. Just don't even lie.
Yeah, man, I'm from Dallas, Texas, man. Yeah, I got to represent the Cowboys, man.
Yep. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Don't even lie to yourself. Just don't even lie to yourself.
Yeah. So okay, since I'm not gonna do one, this weekend, I'm gonna try for Monday. I'm gonna try Monday. So I guess I'm gonna try Monday, and I'm gonna send y'all some invites. That's if y'all not busy. I'm gonna send y'all invites anyway. And like I said, I sure appreciate y'all for joining me. And like I said, and for whoever that's viewing us out there, I sure appreciate y'all for watching the Real Gamers podcast, because we all real gamers out here. We talk about everything: Xbox, Nintendo, Sony, everything, because we're not fanboys of nothing. We play video games, whatever, man. And and like I said, man, I appreciate y'all, everybody, for joining me, and y'all have a good day.